You know, the word "get me the screwdriver" is nowhere near specific enough. There are dozens of possible combinations of screwdriver types and screwdriver sizes. So I'll show you some of the most commonly used ones, because you have to match the screwdriver type to the fastener that you're working with. One of the most common ones is this one, the square bits, these Robertson bits. Mr. Robertson patented them around 1910-ish, and they look like so. They are square in cross section. Bear with me, everything is so small. Okay, so these first four here are Robertson. Robertson 0, Robertson 1, Robertson 2, Robertson 3. Those are the numbering sizes on them. They are fairly often used, particularly on Canadian or European furniture. Like this one would be a Robertson 2. Next to it, not that one, next to it would be a Robertson 1. Usually the bigger one doesn't, the bigger screwdriver bit, the number 2, is not going to go into the number 1, but the number 1 does fit into the number 2. So you have to make sure that when you do so, this is the number 1. Number 1 fits with a number 2 screw, just like so, fits like a glove. But the number 1 bit also kinda fits into a number 2 screw head, thereabouts. There, you can see it kinda somewhat fits, but it's wobbly. There, you can see that it's an imperfect fit, so you have to make sure that the fit is nice and tight. These ones here are slot bits or slot screwdrivers. The first one is, sorry, the one on the left is 3/16 and that one is a 1/4 inch. And all I can say is what the 1/4 inch is short, is a longer blade, but it's also made of thicker metal. It's hard to see, it's really hard to compare. Maybe this way, a little better that way. Yeah, okay. These four here are Phillips bits. Phillips number 0, number 1, number 2 and number 3. The number 1 is badly damaged because, again, you have to match it to the right size of screw, and sometimes these screwdriver bits slip because there is some stuff embedded in the screw head, just like so, or could be paint. Just give me a sec for the camera to focus. There. And if you only insert the screwdriver partially, it's not gonna work really well. So again, if you're screwdriving with an undersized screwdriver bit, this is how your screw head is gonna look like. There we go. There, it's cratered out. Okay, that's what happens if you don't match the size. Sometimes, you know, you just have to, very often you just have to try it on, and this one works with a number 3, Phillips number 3. There. Phillips screwdriver heads have also been around since the 1910, whatever, 1906. It's about the same era. Sometimes these screwdriver bits come on a longer, like a double duty type, that you can switch around in your screwdriver depending on which one you want to use. But the problem with these ones, that if one of them is busted, you only have a half good one, because one side is still good but the other one is busted. So a problem with these ones, they are so small, they get lost super easily. This is not all the Phillips one, there are smaller ones. But these ones here, you know, these hobby and jewelry sizes. There is number 0, when it says number 1, well, it's actually number 0 and number 00. There is number 00 inside as well. And the straight screwdriver sets are not just 1/4 inch and 3/16. There is 3mm, 2.4 to 1.4. Here is one of them. If I can get the camera to focus, you can see it's a Phillips. And if I get good light, somewhat. Okay, you can see it's a Phillips. And again, there are different sizes: 00, single 0. Okay, even some of the sizes are even smaller than that. Some of the screwdrivers that can be this hexagon shapes. Well, this is not a screwdriver, but there are shorter ones that come as little inserts like these, and you can put it in the end of the screwdriver in. And there are these kind of hex keys or Allen keys that are really big. Some other screwdriver bits that you can see here are Torx wrenches, T15, T20, T25, Torx wrenches, and these ones, they sometimes they don't have a hole on the inside, but sometimes they do have a hole on the inside. Okay, you gotta match it to the fastener that you have. These are also Torx wrenches, and they are Torx 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever these are, you know. You gotta match it to the fastener. Here is a bolt from IKEA. This one clearly has a head for a hexagon opening. However, Torx 25 also fits into it pretty flawlessly there. And you're able to work with this Torx 25 because the ribs or ridges on the Torx wrench will engage with the corners on the hex head there. And there are some of the screwdriver sets on a set like that. So just keep in mind, you're gonna match the type of fastener to the screwdriver head, exactly what you're working with, to make sure that you don't end up looking like this with the screwdriver and busting your knuckles and cutting your hands and damaging the work, and then swearing and getting frustrated and not getting anything done, and you're wondering why this or that doesn't work. Usually it's because the wrong size or the wrong type.